Yo, 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 what the deal? What the deal? What the deal? Doesn't look like my mic is working as usual. Oh, no, it is working. All right. That's what we like to see. See things working. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not gonna be on here long. I might get a call any moment now. I just wanted to do a live real quick. I want to actually use Luna for like, I guess, first time in a long time. So I'm gonna try to use Luna on this live. If you guys have like any feedback about it, let me know. It could be an alternative for Cakewalk by BandLab. Seeing that it is free, they are still working on it. There's a lot of things and little glitches and things that happen in here. I'm not all that fond about, but you know, it is what it is. I guess you could say that. So yeah, so today I'm gonna be trying to use Luna and see how all this works out for me. Hopefully it's okay. Like I said, I haven't really used Luna like that, so I don't know all the ins and outs of it. If you guys can assist wherever you can, if you are using Luna, I haven't really used it. Like I said, there are a couple of things that I didn't like about it before. Supposedly they fixed it. I'm gonna put my hand quotes up. Supposedly, but we'll kind of see how all that goes. So let's kind of get into this. Let's see, so you guys can see the screen. All right, so here we are in Luna. I don't even know what version this is. And of course, there's the call. Hold on. All right. Sorry about that. People call, I gotta answer. For some reason, my keyboard does not play with Luna. I don't think it likes Luna for some reason. And yeah. So supposedly, like if you on the instrument part, I guess if you do a double click here, it'll bring up a little MIDI thing. And I guess this is how you stretch it out, I'm guessing. Nope, that is just how you do a loop, which is interesting. So how do I stretch this? It's at the bottom. Okay, that's at the bottom. Y'all should have told me that. All right. So supposedly, if I wanted to expand this, you would have to hit E on the keyboard, I believe. There you go, E on the keyboard. Foolishness. All right, so this is basically like inline kind of MIDI keyboard. I don't know why it's doing the fit thing. Why is it so big? Is it the way the shrink is? Fold? Nope. All right. So how do you make this small? Is it Control? Nope. Alt? Yep. All right. You're learning stuff in new DAWs. All right. So James Brown was good, man. What's up? Yeah, bad things happen when you meet up with me. Man, I haven't heard that song in a very long time. All right, and I don't know how to go back to the beginning. Is there a key for this? Return is 0. Okay. All right, so now how do you... Is it Control D? Ah, what do you know? It's Control D to duplicate. All right, so... All right, let's try that one. And I don't necessarily like the fact that it stops here. It's kind of weird as well. Appreciate it, Brown. Rico, what's good, man? I do not have an Apollo. I have the regular, what is this, a mini fuse, a Toria mini fuse over here. It's what I'm using. Nothing spectacular. I don't even know if you guys can hear the stuff I'm doing here. Hardware. Yeah, you should be able to. But I'm so not fond that my keyboard doesn't play. It's like so weird. And I don't know what it is that I'm doing that's making it not to play. So it should be on MIDI, I guess. I gotta hit on this. No, that shouldn't be it. It should be controls. And I am in there. Focus module or extender. There it goes. All right. We might be in business. Bad things happen when you meet up with me. I did finish that song. Like I have like most of my songs on my website. So if you go to xelohh.com, you'll be able to find those songs on there. All right, so let me get rid of this. I don't like the fact that I don't like necessarily like the left click inside of the MIDI, and it doesn't delete when you hit delete. Oh, I guess it does delete when you hit delete. I just don't know what I'm doing. I guess and this is so weird to me. Like it does this. All right, I don't even know what I just did right there, but I probably messed something up as usual. All right, so I haven't really recorded in here before, so let me right click. Nope, no, I didn't say start recording. I didn't say do that. I did not say to do that. All right, so I guess I got to hit here to let it know I want to arm this one, right? And I don't even know what tempo this is. This is 120. All right, so none of my keyboard functions work, which is great. I guess this is record, loop back, start, stop, end. All right. I don't know if, I guess this is the metronome here. Click enable. All right, cool. All right, so the question is, can I hit R to record? No, I cannot. What does R do? What is it doing? What is R doing? All right, so how do you record? What button is it to record? I don't want to do that. It just, wow. It's probably a setting somewhere. Let's see. Like I said, I haven't used Luna to really get or grasp. I just wanted to come live so I can spend some time with you guys. Windows has tons of bugs. UA hardware, software, Luna, however, has honestly worked pretty good on my laptop. That's what's up. Davey, what's good, man? Thank you for joining. Let's see. I'm trying to see where. Okay, I guess transport controls. Control space. So where is the record? Post roll? Or is that pre-roll? I want pre-roll? So where is the control space is record? Interesting. Okay. So it would be control space. That's so weird. All right. At least it doesn't do that weird thing where it'll re-record over it, as you know, if you're doing stuff in here. That's okay with me. I can deal with that. So it pre-rolls for everything, not just recording. You just gotta love Luna, yo. All right. Count in bars 1. So how do you stop that? Is it in here? This transport? Um, that is so weird. Why would it do a roll before? And there's not an option just to do it on record. So weird. Let me know if I'm missing something, because I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, this is the thing. Like when you go to another DAW, sometimes like your workflow is really not gonna match what's going on. If I hit E, okay, so it's kind of like a catch-22. I don't know why they have this kind of like this as well. This is like tripping me out. So the instrument is at the top. I think it should be at the bottom, but I don't know. Oh, okay. So if you hit on here, it's for colors. Is that what this is? Let's make this green. All right. So how do you drag this down? Do you messing stuff up? I don't know what I just touched. I hit trim. All right. So turn off the record. Right. How do you grab this and drag it down now? Or do you drag this up? Oh, okay. I guess. And I don't know what this spilling thing is. What does that even mean? Spill. Okay. Yeah. Weird things happen inside of Luna, I guess. Let me see if I can get back to other things. What was this? Nope. So how do I get out of this color thing over here? Groups. Instrument. Right click, no. Inserts. They make everything so easy, I guess you could say. What's this to do? Ah, there we go. All right. I don't know why they would do that, but you know, to each his own. Now, I don't know if Luna has any kind of drum kind of program. I found this universal audio one for shapes. I didn't even know what that was. I just found it. I don't think they have a drum program. I could be wrong. I guess you guys let me know if there is one, but I don't know if there is one in here. Let's see. Sounds lab. That's not it. I definitely know that's not it. Sign player. Reason rack. And it doesn't look like it's showing. It doesn't look like it's showing VST2s. Only VST3 stuff, which is still weird, but I'm looking for my Satilla. I don't even see Satilla on here. Maybe I just don't know the name of it. Maybe it's just me. All right, so speed drum. I might just use that if I can't find Satilla. There it goes. So I wonder if I do Satilla, will it ask me to make other tracks for it? Oh, that goes to show how long I haven't used Satilla. All right, so let's not use that. How do you remove this? All right, delete. Let's try this again. And, of course, the wife calls. Sorry about that. Things are happening in the world around me. Gotta find another sound for drums. What is that thing called? Man, can you change this setup? Because this is not the way I want to find stuff. Could use battery, but I don't want to do that either. Maybe arcade? I wonder if arcade will even work in here. Let's do that. Let's add some arcades. See how that goes. All right. Arcade, yay. All right, so let's go drums. I could have swore I just hit on instrument. Let's go drums. Long drums. As you see, I haven't downloaded many drums in here. Um, all right, let's try the grooves one and see what we can get out of it. So what I want to try to do, actually, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to remove this one if it lets me do it. Delete. All right. So I'm not sure how to do audio in here to kind of like drag and drop, like where do you find your audio on the computer. So I'm guessing you go to audio and maybe, no. So where is their like browser? Does it have a browser? I guess these are legit things to ask. I don't know if it has a browser or not. I think that's pretty bad that I don't know that. Um, I don't know if it has a browser. Let's go to view, and I don't see a browser in here. Does it have a browser? Does anybody know? That is an amazing question. Let's see what Google has to offer. Browser features, tracks, plugins, presets. Yeah. I guess they don't have one because someone's asking for it here. Oh my gosh. How don't you have that? Browser tabs? What is that? They might have one.
Progressive Commercial Insurance offers affordable small business protection.
Of course.
You can receive discounts on commercial auto insurance.
Of course.
Hi, I hope that you're well. Plugins and presets. You can toggle the browser open and closed using the browser icon in the top left corner.
I don't see
or
that.
with the backtick key on the keyboard.
I don't have that.
I'm sure you'll be quite familiar with the Tracks tab already. So let's on to quickly access your most used plugins and instruments. To add a new plugin, we've also now got an icon view, which neatly follows the design. You can use the arrow keys on your keyboard. The up and down arrow keys take you from one plugin to the next, then the left to view, and then right click on the plugin. Now click Assign, plugin across all the tracks, click on an insert, but this time click Plugin, select Assign, and now you can make without having to manage multiple plugins on the screen. Next up, let's look briefly at the Presets tab.
Oh, wow.
Here you'll find all your...
Okay, so where is that? I don't see that. I don't even have that little thing he was talking about up here. Where is that at? All right, what's this? Show hide Windows view. What's this? Mixer display. Okay, Luna. Y'all tripping, y'all. So how do you do that? Is there a browser in here? Let me know, guys. If you know if any in there. I guess the chat is up to date and no one is responding, so that probably means no one's watching. And that's fine. I didn't expect people to really be here like that, but I did expect to be able to use some audio files. So I don't know what I'm doing. And this doesn't seem to be the way to do things. So what are we doing? Toggle mixer workflow, edit, MIDI. So where is it, ladies and gents? Where is it? Does it have an option to pull or listen to sounds? Navigation, mixing, edit. All right. Yeah, this is not cool. It's not cool, yo. I don't want an instrument. I do want audio, but how to listen to my own audio in here? Wow. I don't even know what I just did. Cancel. Okay. Yeah. I'm at a complete loss. I don't know how to get audio inside here. And the other guy had a button right here, which is, as you guys can see, is not there. So I don't know if there's a way to do that. So, no idea how to do that. Notifications, rulers, show all tracks, preferences, navigation. Bookmarks, save, import sessions. All right, let's go to the thing about this is I don't know. I don't know. Wow. I don't know what it sounds like. So it's like that kind of defeats the purpose of doing it that way. So that is ridiculous. All right. So how do we stretch this? So you have to have this little icon here. It's still not. It's not stretching though. All right. So how do you? And I'm gonna take off this. All right. So how do you stretch the audio now? It's right there. I can see it, but it's not stretching. So how do you do this? Okay, so I guess these are the things that you kind of want to know how to do in here. I just don't know how to do it. Is it shift and hold? Nope. Control. Ah, there we go. Control. All right. All right. So in order to bring this back up, I need to do E. And I need to make sure everything is on the grid. I don't know how to quantize in here. Another thing I don't know how to do. So if I have everything highlighted, there should be an option to quantize somewhere. Quantize, Control U. No. How do you undo? Control Z. All right. So I need to change my grid size, I guess, first. And I don't even know where that is. All right, so snap to grid is on. Increase grid, decrease grid. I don't even know what the grid is right now. Shift plus equal? What in the world? Like, why is there not like a grid somewhere else to tell me what the grid is? All right, so snap is on. All right, I see it. I see it. Grid. Why is it on 1/4? Let's try 1/16 grid, and let's see if it'll let us quantize. I guess quantize settings maybe. Oh, okay. I guess this will be a little easier. Let's do 16ths. I don't like the. Why is it doing that at the end? Why is it not going all the way to the 5? Why is it not from the browse? Yeah, I'm not feeling that at all. That is really weird. So why is it not letting me do the whole thing? That was so weird. All right. Luna confuses you. Yeah, I can definitely understand. Because this right here don't make no sense. And I don't know. I guess 0 is the way to go back. No. See, it's not. Why is it doing that? Like, I don't even understand. And then it does that when you move a note, and then you gotta hit the top. That's ridiculous. And what is this? Is this quantizer? What is this? I know this is for the mixer thing, I think. Do you have to be out of this to see what's going on? I don't know. I guess. Whew. All right, so how do you move it off the grid? Do you hit select, shift? Nope. Control? Yep. So control is to move it off of the grid. And then the loop just disappeared on its own? Is that what we're doing here, loop? Wow. So I guess that would be a deterrent for me. I can't listen to my audio. That is a really big setback for me. What is this semi thing? What is this? And it's like they put things on the track and you don't know what they are. Is it Alt? Okay, cool. And that stuff doesn't move. It just looks like it stays in position. So I don't know. What is this? Is this like the volume? It is the volume. Okay, cool. So the question is, if I move this and I double click, is it gonna, okay, it gives me an option to set it. That's cool. What is this? Is this pitch? Oh, it is. Okay. That's kind of cool. You could change the pitch like that. All right. So I guess this is quantized. Yeah, so it brings up the quantized grid. Okay, cool. That's cool. All right. I'm still not gonna get over the fact that I can't do can't listen to the sounds. That's crazy to me. All right. What else do we want to do? So how do you grab these? Oh, so you have to be on the line in order to grab them. And is it going to try to loop it there, or is it going to just, let's see, duplicate? Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so is there a way to just select them? Why is this on here like that? All right, so is there a way just to select them? And is it on? Oh, okay, that's cool that they have this in here, so you can do different kind of fades. That's cool. No problem with that. I don't like that it makes a section for everything you do. I don't know if there's a way to change that or not, but that is truly annoying. All right. The fact now is everything selected, or can I just do it this way? Okay, so you can do it that way, but is the tracks highlighted? If I do a Control D. All right, cool. All right, so we have a couple bars here. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Okay. I guess this is cool for something. I don't 100% sure know why or what it's for, but I guess you need to have the correct tool up there for it to move. All right. All right, so why is there no sound coming from here? Oh, I have it soloed. Duh. All right, so let's try and see if we can add some audio. Mono, track, tape, none. Okay. All right. So check. I mean, I guess I should put on some headphones. Let's turn this down. Let's turn this up. Let's click on here. Check. All right. Yeah. All right. So, how do you do the input monitoring? I guess this here. What is this? I don't know what this is, and there's nothing to indicate what anything is, which is so weird to me. Yeah. So I don't know what this is. I know this is solo. So, yeah, I guess I'm going to try to record something just to kind of see how it works in here. Like I said, I haven't really used Luna like that. I've been told this could be a good alternative to Cakewalk, which so far is probably not the case. But you know, to each his own. Everybody has their own way of kind of working and moving through things. So I guess this is for all the Luna people out there. Yeah. Everybody going to the top, to the top. We gonna get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. All right. So, this is the first time using Luna to record. So it looks like it came out pretty good. Yeah. Everybody going to the top, to the top. We gonna get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. We gonna get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody. I have to say it sounds good. I don't know if it's just my voice or whatever, but it sounds good to me. I don't have any qualms with that. That actually sounds really good. And the fact that it kind of lined everything up, I didn't have to move anything around. It didn't sound like anything was out of space or time. So I guess I would say it would be good for recording. But just the fact that I can't listen to audio makes it really upsetting for me. I guess that's how I would put it. Let's add a tape on here. I don't even know what I'm doing here. So I added a tape, and it gives you options for some saturation on there. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. Why is it showing up over here? It's so weird, yo.
That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building.
Yeah.
Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a big dog. Everybody knows Boss Hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go to the top.
All right. So how do you get?
We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top.
All right.
That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing. I'm a
Very interesting. I do like that. Like I said, the vocals did come out really good. So I guess it would be like one of my alternatives if I'm actually trying to do some mixing, I guess. I'm not that big of a fan of their like mixer. It's cool. I don't have any qualms with it, kind of thing. But I usually like to see partial of the tracks as well. Whereas this is like, you know, you either have one or the other one. I believe you can put them on separate screens, but that's not even like what I'm like trying to do right now. I would just like to see it at the bottom here, almost like how this is right here, and just kind of have it partially there.
Yeah. Everybody go to the top.
And it seems to be okay on like memory and stuff, but I definitely would have to use it a lot more. So I'm probably going to be using Luna to kind of do things. But like I said, that the fact that I can't listen to my samples is right there. That off the bat is not cool. That part is not cool at all. Trying to think like what else do I want to try while I have you guys kind of here. I don't see any suggestions, so I'm not guessing that there's nobody really on the live. But then again, there could be people here. They're just not saying anything. That's fine as well. I don't know what else to really try. And I'm not necessarily a fan of not being able to like right click in here to get an instrument or double click to get an instrument or an audio track. I guess I'm so spoiled, man. Like with all these other DAWs that I've used, like it doesn't kind of give me what I want. All right. It does seem like it has like a hard time with pulling up VSTs and things like that. I don't even know what key I'm in for this. Is that a A? All right.
Yep. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. Big dog. Everybody knows what's all in the building. Yep. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. Big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yep. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. Big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yep. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there. We gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. Big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yep. Everybody gon' to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. A big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody gon' to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. A big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody gon' to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. A big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building.
And it's like it doesn't play on the right. Let's see. Let's do the little quantize thing. And let's do 1/8. Why is it moving backwards instead of forward? Yeah, it's just weird, yo. And like, why did it do that? Why did it like just, yeah, okay. And it's like it's not going all the way to the this would probably drive me crazy in itself, just that.
Yeah.
Of course it's off.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what we will do. And we will kind of just bring it down to the 2 bars. And let's do the 16ths, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now it's playing early. They don't know what they want to do.
Everybody go.
Ridiculous. All right. So what I would have to do is probably do this, right? And then duplicate. Wow. All right. And then it doesn't do what you want it to do. So you have to go back and then you got to put this back on there. And I'm off. So I got to fix that. Oh man, this is driving me crazy, y'all. Completely crazy.
Yeah. Everybody go to the top, to the top. We gon' get to the top of the mountain, in the top of the mountain. We gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there, we gon' get there to the top. That's where we going. Everybody knows what we showing them. A big dog. Everybody knows boss hog in the building. Yeah. Everybody go.
All right. So, yeah. So is there a way to like combine the clips? Because it made it into clips for some reason, and I'm not 100% sure why I did that. Is it a way to do that? Select all. And then what? Can you right click in here? Customize. Consolidate. Alt Shift 3. And it didn't do it. Oh my goodness, y'all. All right. Let's try this again. Consolidate. There we go. Ooh. And this is why people don't want to learn new DAW. Stuff like this, y'all. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off of here. This right here is stressful. And let me how do you save? So how do you save the session? Does it automatically save? What are we doing here? That's a really good question. I don't know if it auto saves or not. Because there's not a save up here. Usually there's like a save. I guess you save a bookmark? Is that what it is? No. It's not a bookmark save. So does it like auto save? I guess we have to test the theory. All right. What are we doing here? I could have swore I updated this thing. I did this earlier today. Why is it telling me that I didn't do it? Well, I'm going to remind me later now, just because y'all tripping. All right. Loading overviews. What in the world does that mean? All right. And it crashed. Oh my gosh, yo. Yeah. Let's try that again. All right. Okay, because I thought it was weird that it moved the main one all the way down to the bottom, and I guess that's why it crashed, because it was like, this is not right. They just said, nah, we ain't finna do this. And once again, like, I don't know what it is about Luna and like the FL Studio ASIO, but it doesn't ever want to play when I put it in there for the first time, like when I open up a session or anything. That could be another reason why it keeps crashing as well. So like I have to go in and do this preferences stuff, and then go in, what is that? Hardware. Yeah. And I have to use my mini fuse. Oh, I didn't mean to click on that one. It's loading something else. Why is it loading something else? I don't know. And it reloads the session. Like, why is it doing all this? And now it's telling me something else. Open session. All right. So I'm going to go back to FL and it should start working again. I don't know what it is about when it first loads up in FL. It is like, nah, you're not supposed to use this. And I don't know why. Let's see if it'll play. Yeah. So, I mean, these are things that'll really, really annoy, at least me, when I'm trying to use this. So I don't know. Good morning, Priscilla. How are you doing today? Good to see you here. I'm about to jump off of here, actually. So kind of came kind of late. But yeah. So we did see that it does crash. I'm really, really not liking the piano roll. I really hate the fact that I cannot do the browser to look for my sounds and preview the sounds and things. I thought there was a way to do that in here. I didn't see it, and I need to probably research it just to make sure. But if that is the case, that is definitely not something I want to pursue with this DAW, if it's going to do that. So it's like one of those things where I don't know. I guess it could be good. I do like the graphics on it. I think it looks really, really good. But graphics can only take you but so far if it's gonna do weird things like crash when it's loading up the project. That right there, that would drive me crazy. Especially if I had like a deadline to meet or something, and then like their export is not that good. If you wanted to export like the files, I don't like the way they have it set up. So like if I wanted to kind of do several different things, it doesn't really give me an option to do that. It's just like, hey, you're going to bounce this out and that's it, kind of export. I guess it does give you a couple of options here. Preserve mono tracks, bypass effects. Yeah, but it's just like, it's not what you really want to do. So you can do separate tracks. I guess that's good. Not the greatest, but it's good. I agree, Davey. Like, but it's just the fact that once you use another DAW and you know what that other DAW can actually do, and when you're trying to do those same things in another DAW, it doesn't even have the feature at all. That is like a total like letdown. And that's how I feel right now. Cause like if I can't even use a browser, like there's no browser feature, yo. What am I supposed to do with that? Like, what am I supposed to do? Like if I wanted to, throw some drums in here or like some samples while it's actually playing, like how do I do that? How do I hear what I'm actually changing to? What if I wanted a different drum than this drum here? Like what if I wanted to, scroll through a couple of different ones? There's not an option to do that. Like why would you not make that an option inside the DAW? So it's things like that. That is really annoying. And the fact that there's no real piano roll. They have that whole like inline editor, which Reaper also has as well. They have an inline MIDI editor. You're going to say E on the keyboard, same button, and it'll actually give you an option to do like your MIDI editing from, like right here. But I don't like the fact that this is like this. I know you can change the setting for this as well to where it'll be more of like a MIDI clip. But I definitely don't like their looping thing. Like this thing is very annoying. This is highly annoying actually. This looping thing that they have, it just kind of moves around wherever it wants to. Like what if I wanted it to stay there? Like how do I get it just to stay? So what is this? All right, so this is the same looping thing. But if I click on this one, it goes away. Like, why is that? Why did the loop go away? So these are things like I don't get. Like, why would you make it that way? See, like I don't get it. Why would you do that? But that's how they decided they wanted to do it. So yeah. But to each his own. I know people that'll they love Luna. But then again, it doesn't matter what you use your DAW for. If you're a person that I guess is doing a lot of like recording, just recording, I don't see an issue with this. Like the recording sounded really good. I'm pretty sure you can have like all your stuff going out to stuff. But the fact that it keeps not playing when I restart it for my FL1, that just kind of throws me off. I'm pretty sure if I leave it on like the audio interface, it'll work perfectly fine. But then you guys wouldn't be able to hear it when I'm going live or using this thing. So yeah. All right. Harrison. But yeah, Harrison is just for mixing though. Like I wouldn't try to make like a song inside a Harrison mix bus. Like it's a mix bus. Like usually what you would only use that for is the actual mixing of the track, because it gives so much colorization to the tracks itself because of all the different effects that they have on the tracks. That's probably like the only DAW that you can't really do a null test with because it adds so much colorization to the tracks. But to actually do like a recording inside there, I wouldn't do that. To pull MIDI, and I wouldn't do that inside Harrison Mix Bus like at all. And that's where, I guess Cakewalk by BandLab was definitely like the true winner of the like free DAW thing. At least in my opinion, I think it was. Sonar, on the other hand, I think there's a lot of people complaining about the bugs that it has right now, and I don't know how they're gonna fix people's minds, to make them think that this is the right DAW for them anymore, or that they should pay for the DAW at all, kind of thing. So, I mean, I guess we'll just have to kind of see what they do, how it all turns out. But yeah. Let me jump off here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. I have no idea how many people are in here, but definitely appreciate every single one of you guys for stopping by here. If I can find out what is going on. All right, so it looks like there's about 3 people in here according to the YouTube thing, and I've been on here for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. So we're gonna end the stream here, and like I said, have a good one. Maybe I'll do more Luna videos. Let me know below in the comment section of the video itself if you're catching this video kind of late. If you want me to do some more Luna videos, and if you know of a way to actually do the browser in there, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. All right. Peace out, people.